What's going on, folks? It's been a hell of a week. Got injured the other day. Y'all can see the little shiner right here. I'm doing okay though, right? I failed doing some things. But that's what comes with, getting busy. Today, I want to talk to you guys about something, that I just took notice to. There are a lot of people on social media, whom I'm discovering as of recent, who, at one point I believe my enlightenment by God was just, only me. I believed that for a long time. Up until recently when I got to see some other folks on YouTube, and I believe what they're saying because I get it. I believe, folks, that, God, comes to various people for various reasons. And, there may be something that God is seeing in you, and that is why he's going to use you to further something, right? So if you have the type of vibrational characteristics, is what I use that word. If you have that right type of heart or conscious mind, you're not perfect at all. Like I try to figure this out a lot. You're not perfect, so it's not about perfection. It's something else, though, that deep within you. Because like I was listening to certain folks, and what I gather, some people who were blessed by God have the ability to see far and distant places, right? And so they report to you guys out there in, La La Land about these things. And they show you where there's something at. And many of you don't see it because you don't have that vibrational thing I'm talking about, right? That insight, that deeper insight that connects you to the Most High. You're not in tune with it. You have it, but some of you just are not in tune with these things. Okay? So, you look at these photos of these faraway places. And by the way, when I look at the photos, I see more than what that person probably is seeing because, they're describing what they see and they're showing you clearly the cities and the different heavenly worlds that I keep talking to you guys about. But because I actually know the worlds, folks, then I know the society as well. And I understand certain things. So all of us have these, it's almost like giving sets of keys out. All of us have a different type of key. There are some people I've witnessed on social media whom have the ability to, they're almost like they can decipher things, right? Some of these ancient texts and stuff, and things that point to the truth, right? That we just, with our basic minds in present dementia, we're not able to understand these things. But this person is enlightened on such a level from a godly experience they had where God came to them, and now they can, interpret all of the hieroglyphics and different things that has stumped modern man, right? And so I see that component of it. So when I listen to this person, no, I can't read the hieroglyphics, but when I listen to the person explain it, because I actually know the beings who created the hieroglyphics and why the hieroglyphics were created in the first place behind the beings that I know, I understand it completely. So I get that everybody has a piece of this thing, but some of the pieces are missing, okay? And, you'll see that, a hint of that when the people are talking. They'll show you something that's right in your face, that's evidently clear, and they can see it. But then they'll be missing some other component. Like they'll talk about space travel or something like that. And then that's where you know that they're still stunted on some type of a part of their development, right? Because you understand, if you know higher beings, if you know the Most High, you understand that his science is what you're looking at. It's called reality. Okay? All of the heavenly worlds and bodies around you, folks, are actual beings. Okay? So if you're talking about faraway heavenly worlds, you're talking about the societies whom live in these worlds. But I know the actual beings who are the worlds. So you're right on that level. You're absolutely right. There are trillions of societies. None of them have money. None of them have the foolishness or anything that we're suffering with down here, right? We're in a middle point, and and this is how third dimension works. Okay, when God, if you were let's just use this, and we'll make it a simple example. When I tell you this, like. Just imagine God on one of his hands is positive energy, right? The light or something. And on his other hand, that would represent the negative energy. Now we understand that the entire universe is put together, within this duality, right? And so just imagine God putting his hands together and creating a solid material reality, which is the third dimension that you live in, the third dimensional existence. Okay, so when he puts his hands together, that fine slither of solidness that goes between his hands is your third dimensional reality, right? And within the context of that reality, that duality, you're always in a position, because of that's where you stand, right, at this current state, in this moment in your existence. You have a choice. See, the science of God, you judge yourself on some level, because I keep telling you folks, God has science. His science is what it is. Science and religion are synonymous. But many of you in present day, because of your flatness, you're mentally flat-footed. You don't connect these things, right? It's all the science of God. So you get that choice, folks. You get your free will, right? Because God is the positive and the negative energy. He's everything. But if you came out in the spectrum somewhere in that middle, then that means by default, you're dealing with dynamics of positive and negative. So you have to consistently teeter-totter or try to figure out which side you want to be on. Now, here's the thing about, material reality. It doesn't last forever. So when you move on, folks, God's science dictates where you will go, because you are literally vibrational atoms. If your atoms do not line up with some higher vibrational field, then you will go where you will be placed where your vibration resonates. You get what I'm saying, folks? So I'm trying to show you something. Just like you look out in the cosmos and you see all of these trillions of worlds and bodies. Some of those worlds are heavenly worlds, and then they're lower worlds. Okay? And in these lower worlds, just think about what you deal with, any negative stuff you deal with here. Just imagine that being times 100 or something. Just imagine that. Whatever lower level emotions people have here in the lower worlds, that's on steroids. That concept is on steroids. So people will cut your throat. People will take from you in these lower worlds. And because you suffer so much in these worlds, the reason why you can't rise back to the light is because in every lifetime, you go lower than that rabbit hole. Just think about this. You got put into a hellish world. You're living in a hellish world. You're suffering. Are you happy? Are you able to express or feel any type of joy in your soul or your heart or anything? You're not, because you're consistently suffering, folks. So what happens is you live that lifetime out, and then you go even lower because you are already low and you never were able to rise above those low level energies. This is why I'm trying to explain to you that being in third dimensional reality, you're given that choice. The best of you will realize that you have a choice, and you will understand vibrational atoms and all of these things in that science. You will know that, you can't exist in a higher reality if you're a lower energy, just by default. God put the setup karma for these things. This is why you judge yourselves. The actions that you take and the way that you govern yourselves in this lifetime will affect your next go round. Do you understand what I'm trying to explain to you folks? It's all science. It's God's science. So, I see certain people, some of these people out here who are gifted in this sense. I know they are, right? When they talk about not being crazy, I've had this talk with you guys about this, right? The Most High, I have seen the Most High. I consistently talk to the gods every day. The sun is literally my friend, folks. I deal with the sun and the moon. I deal with Mother Earth. I deal with them every day. And other gods too. I deal with them, all of them, all day. The universe is one, folks. Okay? Now, when we get into religion, I keep telling you, and I'm not going to, go down this path today, but I'm just going to, dabble this in front of your faces, dangle it, really. Dabble you with the information and dangle a little bit of it in front of your face, what I'm saying. But, some of the reality, some of the things that you believe in present day, you guys have to understand that your society is governed by a bunch of liars and thieves and fools and wolves and everything that you can fill in that blank, right? They're literally narcissists. Literally, they're demoniacs. And so they're selfish. All of those lower level emotions that I talked to you guys about, they are those things. So in any space of their material bullshit lives, they will try to control you. They will lie to you. They will do anything they can do to maintain their power. That means keeping information from you. And you got to think about what do they control, folks? They control the economics. They control your religion. They control military things. They control several major things that give them, from their vantage point, control, right? But they're not in control. See, when you know the Most High and you see the heavens, you understand that we are not in control on any level. Only a fool would believe such things. So I consistently, browse social media and look at all of these different videos. They're very interesting, by the way. I love the videos, but I see the gross ignorance in the directors of these videos, because they make these videos, they show you things, and I keep telling you guys that things that you can't explain are higher beings. The interesting thing is that I've looked at footage and, they may show you something in space that looks anomalous or something, and I will see what it actually is. See, that's my gift, right? Because I'm one with Mother Earth, because I'm one with the sun and all of the gods in the universe, because I'm one with them, folks, and I'm one with the Most High, more importantly. God has taken that veil back, and so I'm privy to see all of the things in their true essence. So you show me a quasar system or something, I'll show you heavenly beings standing there in sandals and, in their full effulgent splendors. Okay? You show me any planet, I'll show you that planet in actual, right? I don't need a telescope. I don't need a $1 billion telescope, folks. I have the best view because I'm able to see the being for who they are, right? Okay? Just imagine being able to do that. You look in the night sky and all of the stars and everything you have access in your vision to see, you can see it for what it really is. And you're in communication. You get what I'm saying, folks? So the thing that damns people, and this one of these guys had a video and he was talking about the evolution of man and how man is only here for a certain amount of time, and then we obviously keep screwing up and we just have to keep doing it over again. And we're at that place right now, folks. We're at the apex of this particular civilization we're in. A bunch of fucking jackass fools. People are self-serving. Everybody in the world is buying into this. See, you've bitten that apple. That person that you exalt, that person that you look to for leadership, that person that you let control everything in your lives. They're demonic. They're fools. They think they can defeat the Most High. You people make all of these machines and these satellites, and when they don't work, you go, oh, it must be some type of malfunction, and you get out your pen and your paper and you try to get third dimensional technical, and you're a fucking fool. If your satellites don't work, I keep telling you folks, higher beings are your satellite. They are the air around your satellite. They are the air you breathe. They are the ground. Mother Earth is everything that you walk and look at. If you make something out of wood, she is the wood. She was the wood when you cut the tree down. She's a goddess. Her energy never goes anywhere, just like you don't. But you people are ignorant and you try to put third dimensional things and you try to match them up with things over your pay grade. The best things you guys need to be trying to explore and understand is your own hearts. Trying to understand what the Creator, what He has in plan for you, or what He saw for your civilization. Those are the things that you should be really trying to look into, folks. Not trying to figure out how hot the great sun gets. I don't care. When I talk to the great sun, I have never asked him. I know him personally. I have never asked him how hot he gets. I could care less, because I understand he is literally holding my solar system in his hands, that's enough for me. You get what I'm saying? Right? What difference does it make? I don't have any control one way or another. I keep trying to tell you folks this. The worst of you will be destroyed because you are drunk on your fucking ignorant wine, right? And you have the population of the societies of the world, you have them drinking this fucking wine and they're talking foolishness, right? Everyone is thinking that they're separate from the Most High. None of the heavenly beings any of them can crush you. One of them could crush you. All of them fall at the feet of the Most High. But somehow a bunch of underarm stinking, nose blowing humans, somehow we're better than that. We don't have to do that. You see what I'm saying, folks? So when we get our judgments, we don't understand. We think that, it's just like a retarded child or something. We don't understand what we did. You've done a whole lot of shit. And you're so selfish and you're so arrogant. No one can tell you that you're wrong. You're playing around with shit. You're testing atomic particles and shit. You're doing all types of foolishness, right? Without even knowing what will happen materially, right? If there's going to be an explosion that's going to wipe somebody out, you don't care because you're over people. You can play with their lives. What you guys don't understand is that when the day of judgment comes for you, you will shake in your fucking boots. You will know that you are powerless. You cannot defeat Mother Earth because you are literally standing in her hands. She can cut the lights out at any given time she wants. She has free will just like you have. The same free will that you employ to not want to even recognize higher things. Right? You say they're crazy. Right? You believe in you. Not even realizing that you're an extension, right, of the Most High. All of the heavenly beings know their place and understand who they are relative to the Most High. But these one set of fools who have a conscious soul encased in a body, really pretty much low grade beings with souls who have not evolved on that ladder. This is why we can't go out to other places and heavenly worlds, folks. We're not allowed to go out there. You guys starve your own people. You fucking fight. You have wars. Nobody else is doing this shit. And they thrive. Everybody has everything everywhere throughout the universe. But so we suffer here. And you don't know why we suffer. Mentally flat-footed people believe that they should be slaves. Mentally flat-footed people think that if there were no jobs, we wouldn't know what to do. You need something to do because you don't have the kind of mind that can enjoy something, that can take in nature and just sit down and just enjoy. You can't. It's crazy, right? I keep telling you guys, higher beings make your air. They do everything that keeps your punk asses alive, and they don't get a paycheck. Nothing in the universe is getting a paycheck. If you want to go into societies with other beings, people on these worlds, they have everything, right? There are no starving people or anything. Everyone has everything. See, but you got to notice something. There are no narcissists in these places. These are heavenly worlds. The narcissists couldn't get in, folks. They didn't have the vibration, right? So that tells me that when I look at the current society I'm living in right now, I know that the people who are causing the fucking problems are the fucking narcissists. I keep telling you guys this. Either you're the narcissist or you're so fucking borderline, you fill in the blank, that you're not smart enough. You're mentally flat-footed. You're not capable enough of knowing the real issue, right? And you're bamboozled and everything. Okay? I keep telling you guys, I don't subscribe to religions of the world because they all have been corrupted, folks. The devil is sitting in every seat you can find. When it comes to any control center, he's going to be trying to sit there because he's so arrogant and stupid. He thinks he can defeat the Most High, right? He's a product of his own foolishness. He's a narcissist, right? When you look at him on a technical level, demons are not, they're narcissists. That's why narcissists are demoniacs. Human narcissists are. Because they're just like demons. They're low level. They're stupid. You cannot defeat the Most High, folks. If the Most High is you, how are you going to defeat him? Think about that. All he has to do is stop thinking you exist, and you don't. You don't get it, folks. You don't get it. You have no power. You're weak. You're like the weakest thing I've ever seen. Right? All of these things get revealed to you when you get on that level where you see. I am blessed. I wouldn't trade this blessing for none of your stupid ass money. The money is not real. But only fucking fools bathe themselves in money and get all this jewelry and do stupid shit. You're just basic stupid motherfuckers. So no, you're not going out into space, right? Until you fix that thing with God, until you get right with God, because God can get you out into space. God can get you to these other societies. It is connected to your heart, folks. Your heart chakra, right? You look into your own self, start weeding out and getting all that bullshit and muck out of your own hearts, your selfishness, your pride, your egos, your covetousness, but the behaviors that you show. All of these things are contributing to the downfall of your society. And because you think it's a joke, because you fucking think it's all mythology and shit, you'll be one of those boot shakers. You'll be shaking in your fucking boots on that day, on that glorious day. You can't do shit. You don't have you guys are sending teams out. I laugh. You know, there are strange, anomalous things happening around the societies in the world and stuff. You guys, and see the governments, because, let me tell you this real quick, and I'll just say this and get off. The other day I did a video, guys, and, the great son was with me in the video. When that video got put up, the thumbnail displayed the full son in the panel with me, just like y'all see in the video. But somehow, when I went back and looked at the video in the panel, someone had cropped my hand out and edited and put my hand doing some kind of symbol or something. So I'm showing you how low level these narcissistic people is. They can have billions of dollars, control everything, and they still worry about little stupid shit. Little stupid shit like that. What is wrong with the sun? The sun can clap y'all. The sun can smash y'all. Any of y'all. So why would you go out of your way to try to keep the sun from being shown? See, I'm trying to show you're dealing with demoniacs. They work behind the scenes. But y'all peep that out. Put up something special and see what happens. I love bad behavior. I just love knowledge. I need people to grab knowledge. We'll do another video. I got to run. My phone is starting to go off. And we'll talk soon. Pick up my book, I Love Bad Behavior, on Amazon. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. You folks have a great day. Okay? We'll talk and pick this up. It's going to get really deep, folks. Y'all have a good one. Take care.